Hello and welcome back to the Livingston career mode, and today we have episode 16. I think we have 2 games against Rangers today, and we have 2 games against Hearts as well. I think there's a game against Hamilton in here somewhere as well. We'll obviously get to them when we come to it. Kicking off though, pretty decent defending from Jack Hendry, I would like to say. I would say since he's come in, he's definitely been better than he ever will be at Celtic, I'd like to think. Morrison looking promising as well, if only the shot was actually on target. It was a decent chance though, early days, looking decent. Rangers have a decent chance there as well, but Anderson meets it with a good save. And the thing is, saves like that come rare, because look at this. I concede far too many goals at the near post, and it really fucking annoys me, because I know for a fact, right, 99.9% of the time if I go near post, it's not going to go in. How the fuck this isn't a foul, by the way, I would never understand. Refs, sort your shit. Thought that was complete and utter bullshit. Mensah comes on the second half, and Burns gets through, but of course, when he's one-on-one, he hits it completely wide. Thought that was quite bullshit. Minetti being decent at the back there, and Holt kicking the ball into orbit, ending the game. And that was pretty decent game, I suppose. I mean, we looked good, just certain things like missing one-on-one chances, even though we shouldn't be. Morrison gets Player of the Month for September, which is again a step in the right direction, like I was talking about last episode. And I've made a mistake here, but I believe the starting lineup shows up at the bottom. Yeah, so Anderson played, Elvis played, Jack Hendry and Miretti at centre back, De Souza Pereira at left back, Lawson, Rodriguez and Burns played this game. I let Rodriguez start. John Akinde, Morrison and Martinez were the front three. So not exactly my strongest side ever. I mean, I'm pretty sure, well, John Akinde is 65 rated, and then all my other strikers are basically 65 rated as well. If only it was somebody else other than Elvis that was up front there, then we probably could have scored that. Because, I mean, you don't really want your right back running up and then going one-on-one, do you? But then again, Bobby Burns went one-on-one last game and completely messed up. This goal, I mean, that's not where I'm aiming, quite obviously. I mean, why the fuck would I want to pass it back across the box? But we get the best reply possible, and as soon as they score, we go, do you know what, we're going to fucking score now, we're going to show you exactly what we're made of. I mean, it only took us 52 minutes, but we wanted to do it. 20 minutes later, John Akinde gets a decent opportunity, but I think he was just offside at this point. I do think that should have probably been a better shot, but who cares when you've got Morrison in your team doing bits and bobs, and it was almost an identical finish to his previous one, but with some goal, doing the, I don't know, bowl mixing celebration or something, and that would be the end of that game. So we definitely showed great character to get back into that game. Next game would be up against Hamilton. Now, this wasn't the strongest lineup ever. People like Bejarano playing, Lawless, Mensah. Although Mensah, obviously, towards the tail end of last season, was like my star striker. Turned into John Akinde. And that's a good thing, obviously. Cassidy playing. Had a decent attempt there, but I feel like it should have been a bit more in the corner, because that was very central. Mensah doing a wee fake one way, go the other. I tried to hit it near post, I believe, but it ended up just flying over the bar. And stuff like that's really frustrating, because if the CPU does something like that, it's soaring into the back of the net no matter what, and it does really well to beat both players, and then that happens. That is like the biggest kick to the balls that is humanly possible. That's like kicking your balls back into your stomach and then everything like dying inside you. Anderson pulling off a good save here in the 85th minute. But the thing is, like, I think anyone can see this coming. and I was quite embarrassed, I'm not going to lie, because, you know, it's Hamilton. I'm pretty sure Navarro should have had a much better shot off there. Again offside, but it should still be better, even if you are offside. But I'd say that's probably the biggest embarrassment of the season so far, losing 1-0 to Hamilton. You know, Hamilton are bottom of the league, I'm pretty sure, and that would have been the first win, I think. And we should never have lost. I know for a fact we should never have lost. I mean, that chance we meant, we should have at least got a fucking point. I mean, come on. Second game against Hearts today. Martinez playing, Akinde, Morrison, Seibold comes in, and I think the rest is all just the same. As you can tell, Burns plays quite a lot. I really enjoy playing with him, even though he did miss that fucking sitter in the first game in this episode. I feel like he should have definitely put that away. But he does whip in a fantastic corner, and Jack Hendry, of all people, getting on the end of it. I don't think he scored for Celtic yet, has he? He has come close, I have to be fair to him. He has definitely come close for us. Pretty sure he's hit the woodwork a couple of times from corners, from headers and stuff. John Akinde cutting inside, and this pass is absolutely phenomenal in Bobby Burns again, hitting it wide. It's a joke, it's an absolute fucking joke. We get a free kick here, put Cassidy on it, and it's so close. It's actually, I don't think I've scored a free kick in this yet, but in this career mode that is, but I'm very determined. You know, we've had a lot of free kicks in good places on the park, and I just can't seem to put any of them away. It's really frustrating. But this game ends 1-0 to Livingston, and there was at Hearts there, it didn't. Good 1-0 win though, I'm happy with that. And then I believe, yeah, John Akinde got Player of the Month for October. So, you know, we got Player of the Month 2 months in a row, which is, you know, you would never have seen that last season. No chance. But yeah, we have a game against Rangers now. This one was at home, and you know, I mean, I understand we just lost against Hamilton, but other than that, we were in fantastic form. And John Akinde, boom, boom, boom. All you need is the explosions on screen. Just, can we cue that? No, we don't have the power to do that yet. But honest to God, I don't know who it was that he sent to the floor, but absolutely bullied. Phenomenal, absolute phenomenal strength. Katic, get up here, you wee prick. McGregor actually never got a hand to it, but luckily for us, he never done enough to keep the ball out. Yeah, I think with the form that we've been in, other than obviously the Hamilton game, like I said, I thought we would have a really good chance to beat Rangers, but then shit like this happens, and it's always Kyle Lafferty. I can't deal with big strikers, and the thing is, Morelos, although he isn't big in this game, I think they did sell Morelos though, although he isn't big, he's really difficult to deal with because he's got like 85 strength in the base game, which means his strength goes up from there, even though he's like 5 foot fucking 10. He should never have 85 strength. I don't know who the fuck gave him that, but yeah, he just shouldn't have 85 strength. I'm gonna get a free kick, and I'm thinking, right, Kyle Lafferty is not taking that, and I was right about that because they roll it out to Jamie Murphy, and near post again, and they score from a free kick. But I wasn't gonna give up there. No chance of me giving up there, because Rodriguez wins the ball in a fantastic spot, and John Akinde finishes it. Bing, bang, boom, and it's 2 each. I feel like we deserved a much better result than 2 each. And Martinez was just fresh on, and John Flanagan somehow outpaces him and outstrengths him, despite the fact that he'd been on the whole game. A bit of bullshit. Yeah, we drew 2 each with them. It's not the worst thing in the world. Next game in the next episode will be up against Johnson. We'll be playing a strong team. Might be double uploading today, we'll have to wait and see. If you enjoyed the episode, please have a like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Any suggestions, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you next time.